guys, it's me, Ruowen Huang. I don't know about you guys, but I realize every time when it comes to Friday, we become kind of lazy, or I become kind of lazy. I guess because weekend is coming and you feel like, oh, maybe I should talk about something casual. Maybe I should, just rant. Maybe I should chit chat. But then again, my Periscope don't open up for everybody to chit chat with me because my husband told me I cannot just do Q&A because it seems like the question I answered is not yes or no, like Tim Ferriss, right? It seems like it would require longer, lengthy time to answer it. So I couldn't really quite open up for people to ask Q&A questions. Or maybe we can create a system. You can just ask me yes or no question, and I can go by really quick. But anyway, I play around with it. But right now, I'm gonna call it coffee break. Coffee break meaning, let's give it a try every Friday. Let's talk about something casual, something casual, random, or whatever is in my head. Today, I wanna share with you guys a couple of thoughts I have. But before I start, my name is Ruowen Huang. I am an author, spirit coach, and also a psychic. I want to start it with a question people ask me regarding to the power of gratitude I talked about yesterday. So this girl was asking me, well, what if I say thank you to other people and then the person simply don't care? So then I would feel a bit hurt. Then I won't be able to feel the effect of the gratitude. Okay, to answer that. I want to really sum it up what we're talking about, okay? You guys will all know, very basic concept, how powerful a witch or fairy or whoever, if you ever watch a movie, you don't just become a expert in one day, right? Come on, even Harry Potter had to go to school and practice all the time, all right? So same with you guys. If you guys want to become a master of using magic. Remember I tell you, gratitude is like a magic. It's like, fairy magic dust you want to throw upon people. But how powerful that magic dust gonna work on people, it really depends on you, right? So then we bring it back to what I've been talking about before. It's not what you do outside, it's who you are inside. If you have very strong foundation, which is your soul, you believe yourself, you trust yourself, you start loving yourself, care for yourself, it's really all about you. It's all about you, right? You take care of that one, ensure you got strong energy. That energy will eventually able to vibrate or influence other energy, right? So the core, which is your soul, is always very important. So when you want to exercise gratitude, like, exercise the magic power upon other people in order to change other people's mood, right? This is another thing about magic. If you guys really want to exercise it, a lot of people try to exercise, not just gratitude, it will be a lot of things, or law of attraction, or things like that. They're focusing on what I want, right? You know what I mean? They focus so much on what I want. I mean, if I say thank you to you, I focus so much about how you should respond to me. Right? What I try to say is universe doesn't really work this way, which I say over and over and over so many times. I told you already, mentioned it so many times, how does the universe work? It works based on who you are, what your core is. That is, when you want to throw magic dust on people, it's not about how other people respond to you. It's about who you are, what you want to give. Does that make sense to you? That is, if you want to be grateful, it is never about what other people think or how they're going to respond. It's always about you feeling grateful, and you feel the need to give it out no matter what people are going to respond to it. Because if you are in the position, you are still worried about how other people are going to respond to whatever you say. Like I say thank you, and I'm all hanging on to there and thinking how you should respond to that and whether I will feel hurt or not. You know what you're doing really? You are actually still hanging the power to that person and let them decide, your life for you. So is that really the power of gratitude? No, that's simply, as what we say, you have a test to work on, right? You have that low self-esteem. If you have very low self-esteem, as I mentioned before, low self-esteem, and then you don't trust who you are, right? How would that make your magic powerful? Does that make sense? It all go hand in hand, really. Think about it. So if you want to be a very powerful magic user, really focus on yourself first. Focus on yourself. You'll realize it doesn't matter what it is in this universe. It all starts from who you are. If you have a strong core, if your core believe in yourself, love yourself, take care of yourself, respect yourself, that energy will eventually enhance who you are as a being. And then that energy will make your gratitude way more powerful. It will radiate further too. So what I try to say is, if you say thank you and people don't respond the way you want it to be, don't take it personally. Just think at it as, oh, I haven't, enhanced my core yet. So my core need exercise, right? It's not like, oh, I don't deserve it. Oh, you are hurting me. No, it's really nothing to do with that. They might be in their story. They might, they might get distracted. Don't worry about it. Just consider that as you are taking elementary class and you are really exercising it to get better. You are really trying to enhance your core, your soul. So they don't respond, said, okay, next time maybe I had to really feel it, right? I cannot just say thank you and expect you to respond, but really feeling it. When you're really feeling it, just throw it out there. Don't worry about what people are going to do and react, because you cannot control them. You can only control yourself. But the more powerful you are, the more influence you can make in this world. So anyway, I hope that take care of that question. Okay, that did prove I cannot answer yes or no question. I think it's based on the theory. I personally don't like yes or no. I like detail, not detailed answer, because with me, right? If my higher spirit ever answered yes or no, I would question and question and question and question. I think based on my personality, I like to do that. So, okay. The other thing, I actually find it very interesting to chat with you guys. Yesterday, I have I basically have lunch with my friends. And my friend was talking about her husband was taking this course, and then it's kind of call you accountability. You had to, watch out the word you use and things like that. So basically, it's a lengthy training section, and then she's highly recommended, and she kind of like it. But in the random talk, she say, oh, so in this period of time, my husband is not able to say can't. I cannot, right? Can't. That will get fined for $5, and cannot say but, or cannot say try. So basically 3 words you cannot say. So you cannot say can't, I can, and but this, or try, I would try. You know what I mean? So when I listen to that, I'm like, oh, that's interesting. That's interesting, right? So I didn't think otherwise until this morning. I have a coffee with my husband, and I realized how often he used certain word. You know what I mean? Like but, he used but a lot. That's what I realized. Oh my goodness, like, we are what we say we are. Do you know what I mean? Like, a lot of time we simply just talk, but we didn't really pay attention to what we say, right? So when listening to my husband talking, I hear a lot of but when buts happen, right? But usually happen when, let's say, something is good, but this. I am good enough, but this. Or I want to do that, but this. You know what I mean? It always give you a different turn of things, right? So, I start pointing it out, and then I start to think about myself, because every time, believe it or not, after my own Periscope, I would come back and listen to myself. And then when I come back and listen to myself, I notice the word I use a lot too, right? I like to say, as I say, I assume you guys all know what I say, right? Or I would say, my husband pointed out, I say, you know what I meant, right? Because I I guess it's either laziness in me or something. I just assume you guys all know what I meant, right? So if you guys all know what I meant, I don't have to explain it. Or, or I notice if I ever pay attention, try to catch myself not to say, or you know what I meant, I would say the word actually, right? It's almost like, it is just a phrase that we use. So it's funny, that I start to pay attention or exercise and realize it is true, as you must hear me saying all the time. We are what we say we are, whether we say it out loud or we don't say it out loud. In the previous episode, I'm focusing on we are what we say we are, because we pay attention a lot of sentence on in our head, right? We would say things like, oh, I'm so bad, I'm not good enough, I'm not pretty enough, I'm overweight, whatever sentence you choose. And then I just simply teach you guys to bring it out to upfront, right? Confront yourself and actually reprogram it, because we have the power to reprogram it. So I'm here to propose to many of you, if many of you already got that part done, like, master that part of you, and then you learn to catch yourself when you're throwing bad thought to yourself. Maybe we can start using the word that we use. Catch, not all the time, but maybe start catching the word that we use and start to reshape our life a little bit different. If you are the person who say can, which I totally agree, like I don't believe there's something I can do. The famous things I say to my kids, when there's a will, there's a power, right? That is because you don't want to do it, admit you don't want to do it, but don't give me excuse about it, right? So I believe if New Year resolution, you guys want to start something, those are the direction you guys can think about. Can't, try not to use that word that much, or try not to use a but, or I would try. You know what I mean? I can only suggest you guys try, but really, next time if we catch ourselves, I would try, I would do my best. I do my best to do it, right? It takes a lot of phrase to do it. So anyway, Friday, I really want to make it a more relaxed talk. So I think for now, let's give it a try. Maybe throughout the week, I experience something interesting or something like that, and I'm able to bring and share with you guys, or even any question that I would see on my blog, Facebook, or YouTube, then I will bring it up and share with you guys too. So today I will continue sharing my book, and hope you guys can keep supporting me. So again, if you like what I'm doing, join me live on Periscope, or go to my Facebook, or subscribe my YouTube channel, or go to my website, ruowen.com. Till then, I wish you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you guys next Monday. Bye.